How welcome is this? What a bonus to have some more dirt road. Lovely. The levels of enjoying the adventure has just increased. Good morning and welcome back to Wemmershoek channel. I'm just departing here from beautiful Simondium after spending a night here at Kimi's cottage. Just catching up here with the stop go. It seems if I go now I can go. It is now just 10 minutes past 7 and it is a chilly morning, but a beautiful cloudless morning. So you can see the sun is now already shining against the beautiful mountains here in this valley. So if you've not seen how I ended up in Simondium, please make sure to have a look at my previous video where this series of trips has started. So I'm of course now riding through the beautiful Drakenstein Valley, and I think it is just one of the, well, it's a very apt start to this series of Cape Valleys that I will be riding over the next few days. And of course I'm doing this on my Honda CRF 300 Rally like all previous trips. But what is the plan for today? Well, I'm gonna take the road to Franschhoek as the final destination of this trip. But I'm not taking a straight line. I'm going to make 3 stops, 3 little detours to just catch up on a bit of history. So the first stop that I want to make is at a prison, at the Drakenstein Correctional Facility, which was of course previously known as the Victor Verster Prison. And I just want to make a brief stop there to have a look at the Nelson Mandela monument that has been erected there. There's of course a very specific reason why the monument is there at the entrance of this prison. But yeah, just enjoy this early morning with me. It's quite chilly, but I think it's gonna heat up nicely for the rest of this day. Yesterday I came to Simondium after making a stop at Pnil and Boschendal, but then it was a bit more overcast. Today you can see on the right hand side is of course Simondsberg, and there in front of us is the Wemmershoek Mountain, and I came through the old Helswoogte Road that intersects between Simondsberg and the Wemmershoek Mountains. But today you can see it perfectly. Lots of dairy activities here, and of course Simondium is very well known for cheese production, and as I mentioned in the previous video, it is also the place where the annual cheese festival for South Africa takes place every year in the month of April. So I'm currently riding on the R45 in the direction Franschhoek, but I'm going to make a turn in about 7 kilometers or so towards the left. These arum lilies are popping up everywhere. It's of course now late winter in South Africa, and the Western Cape is as green as it can ever be. Beautiful. We had lots and lots of rain. Of course this is French Huguenot country, so the French character of this Franschhoek Valley is very prominent. You see it in all the names of the wine farms leading up here to the town of Franschhoek. So Here we are crossing the Berg River. Now of course the Berg River is a very prominent river flowing through this whole area, Drakenstein, and also then through the Swartland. But its origin is here in the foothills of the Franschhoek and Drakenstein Mountains. And we will return to the Berg River on this trip shortly, but I'm first going to just make a turn away. Yeah, it seems like the turn is there in front. So I'm making a turn here on the R301. So from here it is just around 5.5 kilometers to get to the Drakenstein Correctional Facility. Here we are crossing the Wemmershoek River. Yeah, the view on the Wemmershoek Mountains. Not sure where the Wemmershoek Mountains starts or where the Franschhoek Mountains ends, but it's beautiful. Oh, we are now very close to the statue of Nelson Mandela. So let's just see. Yeah, there is a sign also here saying Madiba Legacy. So I think this is the grounds of the prison. Let me just make a quick stop here. Indeed, there is the statue. I've stopped now here at the entrance of the Drakenstein Correctional Facility, and this prison was formerly known as the Victor Verster Prison, and this is of course the place where Nelson Mandela spent the last 14 months of his 27 years in prison. So this is a very important site where I'm standing at the moment, because this is the place where Nelson Mandela was released on that historic day of 11 February 1990. And where, well, his freedom after this long prison term started. So at this site there is a statue that is commemorating this release of Nelson Mandela, and it was commissioned by the Segwale Family Foundation, and it was unveiled on 21 August 2008. And yes, Mandela was here. He was part of the unveiling ceremony, and yeah, I think it is just an important reminder of the history of South Africa and what Mandela's journey was since release from this very spot. So let's go and have a look. Yeah, I think this is quite a beautiful statue, I must say. Yeah, here it says the Segwale Family Foundation has commissioned this Long Walk to Freedom statue. Okay, let's depart here from the Drakenstein Correctional Facility and head back a little bit as we came, because now I want to make a stop at the Wemmershoek Dam. I'm not sure how close I can get to the dam, but I'm going to try. It's only, what is it, 8.5 kilometers from here. We now have made it to a gate. Let me just see whether we can actually enter it. Bye bye. Yeah, so unfortunately not. He says it's a private area now where the Wemmershoek Dam is. I think it's a bit unfortunate because from what I could gather, it is quite a beautiful setting that the dam has in the Wemmershoek Mountains. But maybe just for interest, I mean, this Wemmershoek Dam was built 1953 to 1957, and it actually has a capacity of about 58 megaliters of water. So it's not a very big dam, but it still represents about 6.5% of the water that is provisioned to the Western Cape and to Cape Town. But yeah, we can unfortunately not view this now. But my next stop is very close, and it's the Berg River Dam. So let's see whether I can actually view the Berg River Dam, because it's got a bit of a different history to the Wemmershoek Dam and is about twice as large. So let's go and see. We are now heading back to Franschhoek, and the Berg River Dam is only about 6 kilometers now, or maybe 7 kilometers or so from the Wemmershoek Dam. Yeah, there the board is the Berg River Dam. Now, of course, the Berg River is what feeds the Berg River Dam, and you will recall that in my West Coast series and the previous series we had interaction with the Berg River. Now, the Berg River is a very important river. It originates here in the Franschhoek and Drakenstein Mountains, and then it finds its way all through the Drakenstein Valley, the Swartland, and then all the way to the west coast to Veldrift, where it actually runs into the Atlantic Ocean. And the Berg River is almost 300 kilometers long, and this is the starting point here in these mountains. But what a beautiful road this is. I mean, it's leading us to the mountains, and there you can see the earth wall of the, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's an earth wall for the Berg River Dam that one can see here. And what is very interesting about this dam wall is that it's been planted with vegetation, so blend in. So that's why I couldn't see it so easily. I mean, it blends in beautifully with the natural beauty of the area. So as far as I can see, there will be a parking spot. I hope that we get a beautiful view over the dam at this parking spot. It seems to be the case. This road is heading up. I think the parking spot may be on top of the dam wall. I made the stop here at the dam wall of the Berg River Dam. Now, the Berg River Dam is actually quite a new dam. It was only completed in 2007, and it has this earth-filled wall that is 68 meters high at its highest point. And this Berg River Dam project forms the centerpiece of the Bergwater project. It was also the first dam in South Africa that was built according to the guidelines of the World Commission of Dams. So, yeah, this is a very modern dam, a very important dam. It is about 130 megaliters of capacity. So, yeah, it's quite significant, probably about 13% or so of the capacity requirements of the water for the Western Cape and Cape Town. But what a beautiful setting. Let's have a closer look. Oh, what a wonderful stop. This was now at the Berg River Dam. Beautiful, beautiful. And it's overflowing quite significantly. Now I'm going to find my way to Franschhoek, but I just want to take a little bit of a detour and check whether I can actually get to the other side of the dam as well, because this is quite a big dam. But I'm not sure about what routes I will be able to take, so let's see how it pans out. This is some exploration. So I chatted with somebody here at the person that was parked there at the dam, and he says apparently there's like a bicycle track that motorcyclists also use, which I think will probably give very beautiful views of the dam, but I'm not sure where that road is, so let me just see if I can spot a track. Maybe it is in here. Not sure if this is the little road. Well, we will not know if I don't go and have a look now. Let me go and have a look. See where this little track leads, I'm not so sure. But yeah, it's nice to do a little bit of dirt road riding. seems like the GPS is fine to take me in this direction. So let's see. Oh, hitting a bit of sand here. As you know from my previous series, whenever it comes to sand, my inexperience shows, because I just find it very difficult. If I just keep it slow, at least I will keep the bike upright. Yeah, so actually, as I said, I want to get back to the dam, but we're just gonna ride around this part of the mountain next to the dam. But it seems like the GPS knows the way. What a beautiful little road. Yeah. So we're now connecting up on the Robertsvlei Road. See, this is what this road is called. Water is flowing quite a bit. We have had a lot of rain. I suspect this might be the end of dirt roads for now, just a first taste. So I'm actually staying a bit off the R45 and following the back roads to Franschhoek. But yeah, how welcome is this? What a bonus to have some more dirt road. Lovely. The levels of enjoying the adventure has just increased. No, this Robertsvlei Road is a revelation. I didn't know it is dirt road, so that is a bonus, but it's also twisting itself here through the mountains. Yeah, it's just showing us beautiful places. But we should see the Berg River Dam. If we go around far enough, we should see it again. I just want another glimpse. Now this is a dead-end road, but it ends at the Berg River Dam. So yeah, let's take it. So we are seeing some of these beautiful estates here. This is La Roche Estate on our right hand side. Beautiful, yeah. So the Berg River Dam is now in front of us. So the Berg River must originate here in these mountains. These are the Franschhoek Mountains. Okay, that road where the GPS wants to take me, it says no motorcycles. Let's just see. I should get close to the dam by just following this main dirt road. Indeed, here is the other end of the Berg River Dam. And there in the distance one can see the dam wall. So this dirt track actually leads a bit closer to the water. Let's just go and have a look. But yeah, there is some significant water damage to this little road. Yeah, so this is just an area where you can also then get your boats to the water. Yeah, but let's turn around. I think this was a very pleasant ride to see the Berg River Dam from different angles. But now I need coffee, and I think Terbodore Coffee in Franschhoek is the place to go. So let me just wiggle my way up this damaged little dirt track. Okay, so this is the Excelsior Road. So let's just dodge the guinea fowls and head to Franschhoek. How beautiful this day is turning out. Still not a breath of wind, not a cloud in the sky, just beautiful sunshine. Now, of course, Franschhoek has got a very distinct French character. In 1685, King Louis XIV declared Protestantism illegal in France, and many Protestants fled France. So about 300 of them then came to South Africa in 1688 and were settled in this valley. It's got a very distinct French character, and there is the French Huguenot monument as well as the museum area that commemorates this French history of the town. I'm just gonna ride through the main street of the town now to grab some coffee. Yeah, this is the main street of Franschhoek, and Terbodore Coffee, which is my favorite coffee spot in this town, is actually more towards the other side of town, but it gives us the opportunity to just appreciate the beautiful setting, the beautiful examples of Cape Dutch architecture, and yeah, some French character to this town. It's now around 9 o'clock in the morning. Typically this is a bustling town over weekends, and I think it's gonna probably become very busy on a beautiful weekend like this one, but hopefully I'm still early enough. It seems I'm missing the most of the busyness. There's the beautiful church in Franschhoek.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my cappuccino and croissant here at Terbodore Coffee in Franschhoek. This brings me to the end of this trip from Simondium this morning all the way to Franschhoek. I hope you enjoyed this trip with me, just having a look at the Nelson Mandela Statue, making the stop at Berg River Dam, yeah, getting the first taste of some dirt roads. I will soon be departing again from Franschhoek, and I have a few interesting rides planned, but I will bring this to you in the next video. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and then until next time, bye bye.